Invitational at the Brendan Byrne Arena. Bob Varsha and Larry Rawson with you. Dwight Stones is down at trackside, and we're ready for the 600 yards. The world and American mark 107.6 set way back in 1970 by the original chairman of the boards, Martin McGrady. No one will be in lane one for this attempt. Butch Reynolds, who specializes in knocking off old marks. Remember, he got Lee Evans' 20-year-old standard at 400 meters. Next to him will be Antonio McKay, running for the New York Athletic Club out of
your screen. He doesn't care. And you watch him drop it back. I'll be amazed if he takes the lead.
There you see the Reynolds wrap on Butch Reynolds, 43.29 in 1988. Gold medalist in the 1,600-meter relay at Seoul and at the World Championships in 1987. We haven't seen much of Butch Reynolds thus far this year. He'll be running to the right of your screen. Golden records on the line tonight. Men's 600 yards. Remember the $50,000 cash bonus awaiting. In the women's 400 meters, Diane Dixon. This is indeed a great home of records. 32 major marks have been set here in the Brendan Byrne Arena. There you see just a few.
Melinta's 2 years ago, Coughlin 1983, Marcus O'Sullivan on the way. The gun's up.
Set. On the inside, Butch Reynolds and Antonio McKay go right to the front. They will break to the inside now, and McKay looks like he will challenge going into the second turn. 3 laps to go.
Bit of a surprise here. McKay taking the lead. Reynolds acted like he really didn't want it.
Butch Reynolds, the bigger man. McKay to the left, Reynolds to the right. Quickly, Danny Harris slides to the outside as though we were going to take a look over Reynolds' shoulder. 2 laps to go. And a bit of a gap now opening up for Antonio McKay. About 3 strides back to Butch Reynolds. Now Ian Morris slides up on the inside. And he will pass Reynolds. Reynolds fades quickly. Here comes Ian Morris. Here comes Danny Harris to challenge Antonio McKay. 1 lap to go.
49 seconds flat. Right on the pace that they wanted.
Morris stepped in a bit too soon. I think McKay goes down as well.
Well, there may be some controversy off that. There were collisions there that might justify getting disqualified. It looks like it's going to be Danny Harris's race.
Danny Harris, but I would think that the record is probably out the window at this point. 1:09.60 unofficially, well off the record, and a race badly marred by that pushing incident.
Absolutely. That's a slow time for these people on that track. There is Antonio McKay jogging on the backstretch right now. Morris tried to take the lead. I think it was a case of people cutting in too soon, and it might have been 2 people at fault.
Here's another look. Watch number 3, Ian Morris.
You're supposed to have a full stride before you cut in. It looked like Morris, to me, might have been clear of the way, but look at this. I've never seen that in a 600 race. I've never seen 2 people go down that late in the race, Bob.
And here's a look at the end of the race.
The strength of a 400-meter intermediate hurdler ranked 4th in the world. Danny Harris prevails in the last lap as Butch Reynolds falls shy here by about 2 steps. The time, a slowish 1:09.6. That's not an auspicious debut here for the record attempt.
And the crowd has suddenly fallen silent. They have been really into all of the events that are preceding the feature events you're seeing here on ESPN. Let's go down now to Dwight Stones.
Danny Harris, was there any doubt in your mind that when Antonio took the lead that the record attempt was completely off?
I felt the pace was slow from the very beginning. It's really hard to slow up and speed up and slow down on the board. So I knew the record was out, so I just wanted to try and stay in good position and make a move at the end.
Okay, what about Ian Morris cutting in? We've got it on the monitor. Try to take a look. Do you think he had enough room to cut in, or did he just drop into the first lane?
I'm really not sure. I was involved in concentrating on the race. I think that, well, now that I look at it, it looked like somebody didn't have a step there, so I'll leave that to the judges to decide.
So you're pretty sure he was someplace where he did not belong?
I'm not sure if it was him, me, or Antonio, but we'll let the judges figure it out.
Still a great field. It's a nice victory. Maybe not a time that you wanted to, but still a victory. You'll take it.
I'll take a victory any day, Dwight.
And a victory he has at a slowish 1:09.6. Well, what the heck? $50,000 doesn't buy what it used to anyway, I suppose.